video here on the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Just want to let everybody know that do have the website up now for donations and subscriptions. Just go to the YouTube website, click on the Wix site here, and it'll bring you to the homepage here. And there is a donation button here halfway down, but there's also if you click on services, you can scroll down to the bottom here and get a free chart analysis. Just put in your email address, requested chart, and any indicators that you might use, like MACD or RSI. You just type that in here, and then we will use those indicators that you prefer and implement the Fibonacci sequence with that, and give you a full analysis on the chart with our indicators, of course, but we'll do a separate one if it helps you with just the indicators that you're used to. So put your email, the chart name here, and just submit here. And you can get one free chart analysis. Any other requests after that, any other charts will have, I would require a $5 minimum donation purchase. And then the subscription plan is on the main page. You can just click join now. It'll bring you to a subscription page. Now, again, this is a free website builder, so I don't have a main domain yet. I've just been supported mostly by friends and family, so I do appreciate all the support. But right now, if you click on the subscription button here, it'll bring you to a page that says that it's the payment cannot be submitted or something like that. So all the payments right now are through PayPal. So any donations or the subscriptions will have to be through PayPal only at this moment. So now I got that out of the way, let's dive into the dollar and Japanese yen. So this is the chart I have. This is on the monthly time frame. I've counted 3 moves down, 1, 2, 3, and I have either it's complete here on March of 95 or somewhere around October of 2011. So the reason that it might be complete here in 95 is that these moves here could be a flat. This could be an A, B, and a C, and then we're looking for a continuation and maybe some kind of complex correction. So I went ahead and just labeled when I see the actual form of a move, like a flat or a zigzag or double zigzag, I'll go ahead and label those A, B, C. So right now, then that would be like, I guess you could say, an alternate count. But if the bottom is here, then I'm looking at a WXY up, already 3 moves, so I would still need a turn down, at least short to midterm. So let's go from the monthly, then we'll go into the weekly real quick, get a little closer view. And so this is from the 2011 low, and the low being right here, exactly around October 2011, so around there. And then our 3 moves up from there are in 1, 2, 3 right here. So I have this as a pivot, and the downturn is looking like an expanded flat here. So zigzag, expanded flat, and then whatever's to come after that. So this WXY is a lesser degree of a Y leg. So we have 2 degrees indicated here, the blue being the intermediate, and the purple being the primary. So from there, we'll go to the daily time frame and look into the expanded flat, how that's progressing. And here's the pivot. So we have an A down in minor, B up in minor, looking for a minor leg C down to start a should be intermediate W. Okay, so minor leg A and B are complete. So we just need to focus on the minute degrees, minuet, and sub-minuet moves down. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. We have the minuet A, B, looking for a C down. So the sub-minuet completes a minor or a minute degree A in white. Okay. Let me back out here for just 1 second. Bear with me. Trying to figure out, sometimes these letterings get all messed up that I erased and then they didn't get erased. 1 second here. Let me go back to the weekly. See if I missed something here. Oh, okay, yeah. This C goes inside this minor leg B. Okay. When you zoom into a different time frame, sometimes they move on you and it messes you up. Okay. So I'm looking for a minute degree A short term and a minute degree B short term. Okay, now we can zoom back into the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is a potential double zigzag for one move down for your minuet A and minute degree A. See how it moved on me? So it's actually over here. So these are the completion moves. Again, expanding flat. So made a lower low, A, B, C, to complete our minuet B. And this is where it gets tricky. May not, well, I believe the minuet B is complete, but here is another expanding flat that's indicating a pivot. So we could go a little higher before we start turning down in a bigger degree. So we have an A in green, B in green, which are the minuets, looking for the C down. So now let's zoom in here on the, we can just take a quick look here on the 4-hour chart still. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the first move down, which let me back out real quick. Yeah, so if that's 5 moves in the first leg, I don't think that this could be I don't think we could have, wait a second. So we got this double zigzag here, expanding flat, A, B, C for an A and a B. Okay. I don't think that we could have any moves higher because we had 5 moves down. This would have to be 3 moves down to get a higher high. Just notice that. Let me go back into the 4-hour chart. That's why you know, a little donation doesn't hurt every once in a while, because these, you know, I spent a couple hours on this chart, thought I had it perfect, and then something else sticks out. Yeah, unless I miscounted this and this is 3 moves, but I'm pretty sure I got 5 out of it, because this 5 move here fits in with the expanding flat and this pivot turn here. So 5, which is 1, then we had a expanding flat here for a lesser degree, so this was half of a move here. So we needed the 2 more parts, which one was here and then the third one was here. So this move might be done. And if we had 5 moves in the start, I gotta put this here. If we had 5 moves here, this can't be a flat. Problem is, on our retracement of this leg, we haven't hit anything yet. We went past the 50%. We still had the 61 up here. Now, we could still go to the 76.4. I've indicated that in some previous pivot turns, getting to this point. So, and it still could be a zigzag even if it went that high. But I don't think it's going to go up here. So I'm going to remove this, shorten this up. I think this is as high as it could go until we start our minor leg C down. So right now, I'd have to say, before we get there, looks like we have a little bit left on this leg right here. Okay, I drew these 2 lines here because this is a type of triangle. Okay, so that separates these 2 moves here. So that means, I mean, they look equal on both sides, but that doesn't mean anything. It's all about the fibs, right? So, but the problem is it's difficult to measure triangles. Usually I try to get A to equal C and B to equal D and D to equal, no, A to equal C, C to equal E, B to equal D, something like that. It gets complicated, but right now I got the A, B, C, D, E, so it would have to be, see, that gave me the C right here at 200. I can zoom in right on there, okay? And then you want to go to C to E, right there, okay? And now the problem is it's really hard to forecast the whole triangle. So right now it hit right on the 200, which is an overlapping, no, that's a different fib, sorry. The 200 from the start of the move. So from measuring this triangle, I don't have any overlapping fibs at this moment. And even if it went to the 61.8, it wouldn't overlap. Even if it went to the 76.4, it would not overlap. It doesn't overlap really until the 85th percent fib. And I really would be skeptic if it hit that fib. So I'm not going to say it can't happen, but the probability is a lot less. So I think is what I have to look at is that, and is what I did on Friday, is I would have assumed that the 50% was the target. And we've started some kind of, I thought it was an expanding flat. Hold on, let me back out for a second. We're almost there. Let me check this one more time. So I'm gonna clean this up so we can redo it. So from here to here, okay, yeah, that's where it was. Okay, so this was my top right there from the first move, from the pivot. You had an A and a B here. Okay, so those are the two moves it's given us on a bigger degree. So that's what I'm really focused on. So let's make sure we're exact on this measurement here. I think you could say, I think it has to go right there. Yep. Okay, so our targets up were the 200, and it's the 123 is where it topped off here, but I can see 3 moves here, so I would say with that extension that it was going to go higher, and the triangle showed me it was going to continue, so we're still moving up. And then here, this candlestick hit on the 261.8. Let's zoom in and see how close that was. A little bit of a gap. Okay. Start over real quick. Not liking that for a second. I got a 200 fib right there, and I can't remember how I got it. Okay. Well, let's just measure this B leg here. Let's see what that gave us. Gave us the end of the E leg on the triangle, A, B, C, D, or the D. Okay. Yeah. That's what it was. It gave us the end of this leg here. So the reason I don't really I'm not going to hold a lot of weight on this fib right here. Well, the reason, okay, there's 2 possibilities. It does overlap with the 50% fib retracement of this leg here, so that is significant, but because it's measured from the middle of the pivot, that I would have to say these targets are the ones we need to be looking at. And that puts us back up here then at 155.413. And this is what that this little bull green line is. So I think that is, and then that will overlap with the 76.4 fib. Okay, so let's do that. And then retrace this. Let's get rid of everything here except the 76.4. All right, and then this other one will get everything. Oh, it overlaps with the 85. That's right. I'll go back and fix that. And then the very last fib on this one. Okay. So these points overlap. And so this could be the turn. But like I said, I couldn't find a lot of measurements based off the pivot turn that tell me that that's the final move. The only one that really tells me that's the final move is the one up here around the 155.7 area. So I'm going to put that as a bull target. Sorry. And then for this turn down, we should at least well, let's see here. Yeah, it could be kind of drawn out. So I would go ahead and probably say it's going to make a lower or a higher low based off this price level here. So I would go ahead and put a support above this triangle. That's why I have this bounce here. So a target right around 152.826. I'm gonna shrink this one up because it's probably a short-term target. So it needs to bounce there. So, I mean, it doesn't need to, but is what I would say. Again, this is based all on the fibs and a couple of indicators. So I want to show you the indicators real quick. This is on the daily. I use these indicators mostly on the daily. The MACD is showing me that we are making higher highs on momentum. So it's something to look into, but our signal line is almost staying flat here. Okay, so it's just a blimp right now on the bull side, but it's not a lot of strength. The ADX is telling me that it's dropping in strength, but most people look at the RSI, and this is really this is telling me that it's bullish. So I've got some confusing indicators here, but so going by the indicators, you want to be bullish overall, and I've got this chart here. Let's see if it's going to come up. It lags on me quite a bit. We'll just come back to it if it's not going to work. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, if the indicators are showing some bullish moves, I would say that this target up here at the 155.73 or 0.738 is probably in play, but not before at least a pullback. So we did hit some significant fibs, but not on the overall basis of the pivotal move. It was just based off the middle part and the last leg. So, like I said, I'd expect this move to maybe play out over a couple of days, short term for the Bears on this one. So that's how I would play. That's how I'm going to play it. Is stop loss here. Roughly around there, and then once it gets to this target down here, I would probably close position and see how it reacts. If it's going to correct more of this leg or more of the entire leg, right? So we have 1, 2, 3 moves that maybe not complete yet, right? So if this move down, it might just be correcting this final C, this third leg here, the C leg. Okay, so judging on a lot of the corrections, if it's 50% or more of this leg here, down here, then I would say we're going to probably continue lower. So that's why I say if we're short here, if we can blow past resistance, and then see how it reacts to the 50%, then I'll start to look to get back in. But I'm expecting it to probably go ahead and aim for that 155.738 target before we continue lower. So let me think if there's anything else I need to add. Let me zoom out. So just to recap, in the Minuet degree, in the green, we have an A, a B, looking for a C down. Okay, so somewhere in January we should be starting to see this leg clearly start to form. The question is just how much higher are we going to go before that happens. So just be careful in the trades. I think this gives us a good direction going into next week, that we have made 3 moves, but the indicators are showing a little bit more upside, a little bit more strength. Let's see if this one chart has showed up yet. Whoops. So we're kind of bouncing around some of these moving averages here. I know this, I haven't showed this to anybody yet, so this may be new, but the move up here signifies, tells me it's weak. These crossovers though indicate that helped with the push up, but until these blue blocks turn green, then something like this, then it's something we can take more serious for a bigger upside. So that's why I say we may continue higher, but not much. I'm not holding my breath. I'm more bearish on this overall anyways. So again, those indicators and charts, those ones there I just showed you, those are daily time frames. So the only time I get into the 4 hour 30 minutes is when I'm actually trying to count candlesticks and measure fibs. So but I think this one here gives you a good overall outlook, this 4 hour chart here. So I appreciate you watching, and hope that helps. Till next